Throughout history, faith and science have often been portrayed as opposing forces. But what if science, particularly neuroscience, holds the key to understanding our innate need for faith? The burgeoning field of neurotheology seeks to bridge the gap, exploring the neurological underpinnings of religious experience. It asks the audacious question, can science truly decode our need for faith? For millennia, philosophers and theologians have pondered the nature of faith. Neuroscientists, armed with brain imaging technology like fMRI, are now able to observe the neural symphony that plays out during moments of spiritual contemplation and religious practice. Could it be that our brains are literally wired for faith? Let's delve deeper into the fascinating world of neurotheology and explore the evidence behind these claims. The search for a neurological basis for faith is not merely an academic exercise. Understanding how our brains process belief has profound implications for fields as diverse as medicine, psychology, and even religion itself. Join us as we embark on a journey into the heart of belief, exploring the cutting-edge research that is reshaping our understanding of faith in the 21st century. Imagine the human brain as a vast, uncharted continent, a tapestry of interconnected regions, each with its own specialized functions. Neuroscience, with its sophisticated imaging techniques, is finally providing us with the tools to navigate this uncharted territory. As we venture deeper into the brain's intricate architecture, we begin to unravel the complex interplay of neural networks that give rise to our capacity for faith and belief. Let's begin our exploration by examining the key brain regions implicated in the experience of faith. The prefrontal cortex, where faith and reason converge. Often referred to as the brain's executive center, the prefrontal cortex is a hub of higher cognitive functions. Studies have shown that when individuals engage in prayer, meditation, or other spiritual practices, the prefrontal cortex lights up, suggesting heightened activity. This region appears to be involved in constructing our personal theology, helping us make sense of the world around us and find meaning in our experiences. Think of it as the bridge between faith and reason, the place where our rational minds grapple with profound existential questions. The prefrontal cortex involvement in faith highlights the complex interplay between our cognitive and spiritual selves. The limbic system, the emotional core of belief. While the prefrontal cortex provides the intellectual framework for our beliefs, it's the limbic system deep within the brain's core that infuses them with emotional resonance. When we experience moments of deep spiritual connection, the limbic system bursts into activity. Neurochemicals like dopamine and serotonin, associated with pleasure and well-being, flood our brains, creating a sense of euphoria and inner peace. This powerful emotional cocktail helps explain the profound sense of joy and contentment that many people report during religious experiences. The limbic system's role in belief underscores the deeply emotional nature of faith. The believing brain in action studies and stories. Scientists have devised ingenious studies that offer glimpses into the believing brain in action. One such study, conducted at the University of Pennsylvania, used fMRI to observe the brain activity of Carmelite nuns during mystical prayer. Similar patterns of brain activity have been observed in practitioners of other faiths, suggesting common neural mechanisms of religious experience. How do we reconcile these scientific observations with the deeply personal and often ineffable nature of faith? No discussion of the neuroscience of faith would be complete without acknowledging the groundbreaking work of Dr. Andrew Newberg. His book, How God Changes Your Brain, catapulted the study of spirituality and the brain into the public consciousness. Newberg's research has provided compelling evidence for the brain's role in shaping our spiritual lives. One of Newberg's most significant contributions is the concept of the God spot, a hypothetical area of the brain that may be responsible for our experience of the divine. This raises the question, if specific brain regions are involved in our experience of the transcendent, what does this tell us about the nature of God? Beyond the laboratory setting, countless individuals report profound transformations in their lives attributed to their faith. One such story involves a young woman named Sarah, who suffered from severe anxiety and panic attacks. Despite years of therapy and medication, Sarah found lasting relief only after embracing her faith and incorporating daily prayer and meditation into her life. Brain imaging studies conducted before and after her spiritual transformation revealed significant changes in her brain activity. This highlights the remarkable plasticity of the human brain and its ability to adapt and change in response to our experiences, including our spiritual practices. While the concept of a God spot captures the imagination, it's crucial to remember that the brain doesn't operate in isolation. The experience of faith is orchestrated by a symphony of neural networks, each contributing its unique melody to the overall composition. The prefrontal cortex may provide the intellectual scaffolding for belief, while the limbic system injects it with emotional fervor. The parietal lobe, responsible for spatial awareness, may contribute to our sense of transcendence and connection to something greater than ourselves. The quest to understand the believing brain is not about finding a definitive answer, but about embracing the mystery and complexity of the human spirit. Neurolinguistic programming, reprogramming belief at its core. This realm is known as neurolinguistic programming, or NLP, a field that delves into the intricate relationship between neurological processes, language, and behavior. NLP operates on the premise that our brains are dynamic, ever-evolving landscapes shaped by our experiences and the language we use to process them. But how does this apply to the deeply ingrained nature of faith? Can we truly reprogram something so fundamental to our identity? Share in the comments if you have ever used NLP for your own personal transformation. The mechanics of transformation, how NLP shapes our inner world. At the heart of NLP lies the understanding that our beliefs are deeply ingrained neural pathways etched into the fabric of our brains through repetition and reinforcement. NLP techniques aim to identify and redirect these neural pathways, creating new avenues for thought and belief. One such technique, known as anchoring, involves associating a desired emotional state with a specific word, image, or gesture. Another powerful tool in the NLP arsenal is reframing, a technique that involves shifting perspectives and challenging limiting beliefs. Through these and other techniques, NLP offers a practical framework for understanding and influencing the intricate relationship between our thoughts, beliefs, and behaviors. Faith, NLP, and the future of belief. The intersection of NLP and faith raises profound questions about the nature of belief itself. If we can consciously reprogram our beliefs, does this diminish the authenticity of faith, or does it empower us to take ownership of our spiritual journeys? As we stand on the cusp of a new era in neuroscience, NLP offers a tantalizing glimpse into the future of belief. Could this be the key to unlocking a future where faith and reason, science and spirituality walk hand in hand? Ancient echoes, scriptural wisdom in the age of neuroscience. For centuries, sacred texts have served as guideposts, offering wisdom and solace to countless souls seeking meaning and purpose. As we delve deeper into the mysteries of the brain, we begin to uncover striking parallels between ancient wisdom and cutting-edge neuroscientific discoveries. Passages once interpreted solely through the lens of faith are now being viewed through the prism of neurobiology. This highlights the remarkable capacity of the human brain to connect with something larger than itself. Could it be that these ancient echoes hold clues to unlocking a deeper understanding of ourselves and the universe we inhabit? Share your thoughts in the comments. Let us turn now to a passage from the Book of Romans, a cornerstone of Christian scripture, and explore its implications through the lens of neurotheology. Romans 12:2 implores us, "Do not conform to the pattern of this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind." This simple yet profound verse, often cited as a call to spiritual transformation, takes on new meaning when we consider the brain's remarkable capacity for change, known as neuroplasticity. Neuroplasticity refers to the brain's ability to reorganize itself by forming new neural connections throughout life. This ongoing process, influenced by our experiences, thoughts, and behaviors, underscores the dynamic nature of the brain, constantly adapting and evolving in response to its environment. When we engage in practices that foster spiritual growth, such as prayer, meditation, or acts of compassion, we are, in essence, rewiring our brains. These activities strengthen neural pathways associated with positive emotions, empathy, and a sense of interconnectedness, gradually transforming us from within. In this light, Romans 12:2 can be seen as an early testament to the power of neuroplasticity. It suggests that we are not bound by our past conditioning, but possess the innate ability to reshape our minds and, by extension, our lives through conscious effort and spiritual practice. If, as Romans 12:2 suggests, we are capable of transforming our minds, what does this process look like at the neural level? How does the brain shift from ingrained patterns of thought and behavior to embrace a new paradigm of faith and spiritual living? Imagine a person who has long struggled with doubt and skepticism, their mind a fortress of reason resistant to the whispers of faith. As they begin to explore spiritual practices, perhaps drawn by a longing for something more, new neural pathways begin to form, tentatively at first, like delicate vines reaching for sunlight. With each act of prayer, each moment of quiet reflection, these pathways are reinforced, becoming more established, more deeply etched into the neural landscape. As the individual leans into their faith, embracing its teachings and incorporating its practices into their daily life, a profound transformation begins to unfold. Brain regions associated with fear and anxiety, once dominant, begin to quiet, while areas linked to peace, joy, and compassion light up with increasing frequency. The individual's perception of the world shifts, becoming infused with a sense of meaning and purpose that permeates their thoughts, emotions, and interactions. This process of neural rewiring, while gradual and often imperceptible in the moment, can lead to profound and lasting changes, allowing individuals to break free from limiting beliefs, embrace new possibilities, and live lives more aligned with their deepest values and aspirations. As we reach the culmination of our exploration, we find ourselves at a remarkable juncture. Science and spirituality, once separate, are now revealed to be intricately interwoven. We've journeyed deep into the brain, witnessing neurons fire during prayer, meditation, and mystical experience. Our brains are wired for belief, lighting up when we connect with the transcendent. Neuro-linguistic programming reshapes belief systems, unlocking spiritual growth. Amidst these discoveries, we're left with awe and wonder. Science reveals the complexity and mystery of the human spirit. The more we learn, the more we realize how much remains unknown. Our understanding of faith continues to unfold, revealing intricate patterns and hidden depths. Each discovery invites us to embrace a more expansive view of ourselves and the universe. As we move forward into a future shaped by both technological advancement and spiritual yearning, understanding how our brains are wired for faith empowers us to cultivate practices that foster spiritual growth, promoting greater peace, empathy, and connection to something larger than ourselves. Let us embrace a future illuminated by both faith and reason. Cultivate a world where scientific inquiry and spiritual exploration walk hand in hand. If you found value in this video, please like and subscribe to help share this information with others.